Hello everyone and welcome to a quick tutorial on Cities Skylines on how to start a new city. So Balloon someone commented that um, he had a hard time starting a city, which I understand. When I first bought the game, I also had a hard time starting a city, and I kind of thought about it. I was like, geez, I don't even remember how to start a city anymore. Because it's like riding a bicycle. Like, how are you supposed to describe to someone how to ride a bicycle, you know? It's kind of hard. You just kind of like do it, and then after a while you just get it, and then it's just like, it's just installed in your brain. You just do it naturally. It's really weird. Anyway, so this will be a quick video. Either, um, yes, Heraldopolis will either come up, the video will either come up today or tomorrow, one of those two. I don't exactly know yet. Most of my mods have updated, but not all of them, and I want to give them, maybe a few days. I don't know. I'm sure they'll work either way. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. Also, I've been playing around the update a lot. I'll talk about it in that episode, but this is the tutorial. Anyway, so first off, you got to do is you got to build a 2-lane road, right? I already did that before, but and I don't know why they make you do this, but basically what this does is it unlocks a whole host of options, like large roads, these roads, roundabouts, that sort of stuff, and the budget. That's just the most important part. So let's let's start out with this. What you want to do is kind of extend this out a bit. You don't have to, but I like to. I kind of extend it out like one segment thereabouts. And then what you do is you kind of make a small little roundabout, kind of like that. Again, you don't have to do this. This is what I usually do, depending on the map, of course. The map is it's the new map. It's the it's the Eden map. It's the new Eden map that came out with the DLC. Yes. So anyways, so what you do is you have a nice little roundabout there that kind of gets traffic going. And then what you want to do is you're gonna have one little 2-lane road kind of come over here. And that'll be your industrial area, and then you'll have a little road coming over here, and this will be your residential and commercial area. So let's set those up now. So the important thing about in City Skylines, especially in the beginning, because there's not much difficulty to this game. It's like once you get over the beginning and once you learn how to start a quick city, it's kind of after that you're just good. You're good for a while because there's no other difficulties in the city in this game. So that's kind of, a little just rectangular pattern there. You're just filling all the spaces. You don't need to do any fancy patterns in the beginning. And then over here, you just do a simple square or rectangle or whatever. Try not to go too much. That's kind of the key. The key in the beginning is do not go in excess, because excess will get you screwed over. You don't need to do any fancy patterns. It's just 2 block beginnings, and once you get kind of know how a city start goes, you can maybe do some fancy patterns. I usually don't though. So then what you want to do is you can kind of fill this all in with residential, like so. Clean it up a bit if you don't want to or have to. Kind of just kind of plop commercial wherever. It doesn't really matter. Kind of like that. That's a good balance. And just fill this entire area over here with industrial. Up, if I can get this angled right. There we go. So that's pretty good. So yeah, now we got our things district up. So now of course we need power and water. So power, there's 2 options. You can get the coal power plant. Well, that's 1900, which is a fair amount, or you can get a windmill. So windmills, they can create up to 8 megawatts depending on where you put them. So the darker the area, the more megawatts they get. So yeah, this is a pretty windy map, especially over here, so you can get a lot of power. However, the coal power plant, it produces 40 megawatts. So basically for 12K, you can get 16 megawatts. And for 19K, you can get 40, which you don't necessarily need. Although the coal power plant is cheaper at the end of the day, I tend to find that windmills are just a better start because it's cleaner. You don't have to deal with more pollution at the beginning of the game. Also, the upkeep is pretty low. It's only 1,600 a week, while this is 560 a week. So I think in the end it kind of balances out. Windmills are better in my opinion, but depends on the map, of course. All this depends on the map. Anyways, so probably what you want to do is also find out the current of the river. So of course you're gonna want put your water pump upstream, or you can build a water tower if you're playing an island map, like I did for Jerrytropolis, if you remember that, where there's no real current, what's going to happen is if you push down a water pump, all the water is going to get sucked into, all the pollution-y water is going to sucked in there. However, when you have a thing like this, what you're going to want to do is kind of put this upstream and then have this one be a little bit more downstream. Connect them up with a pipe, of course. And connect your areas. You can do this. You don't have to do this. Do it liberally, do it like this. Doesn't really matter. Pipes aren't that expensive. And then, of course, you're going to want to put a windmill. I usually put them kind of in the middle here, but of course, again, it depends on whatever map you're playing on. Wherever the wind is, you kind of put the windmills. If there's no wind at all, of course, you put down a power plant. But we'll put the we'll put 2 in here. That was a 7, but oh well. And you connect them up with power lines. And you kind of stretch these over here. You don't know where they're going to connect yet. And we kind of stretch these over here. Alright, cool. And so let's get started. Now then, we're going to be losing money, a fair amount. So that's a problem I encountered at the beginning of the game. So what you're going to want to do is kind of set these at 50%. So what these sliders do, it basically controls how much power these are producing. So these are probably going to produce like a 4 if I set the, yeah, they're going to produce 4 power if I set them at 50, right? And that's just reduces their running costs by half. So because we don't need to run big massive windmills when we don't have a power demand. We only have a power demand of 3, right? So we don't need to run them too expensively. We only need 2. We only need, actually, probably get a third. A third would be nice. You can get 2 or 3. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, so yeah, only 3 windmills. Not too shabby. Did they change these? I think they did. They kind of look different. It's not like I look at my windmills anymore, but no, they did. I swear they did. I swear they did. They look better now. Anyways, but yeah, 3 wind turbines. Make sure to put your budget on half, so that makes your running costs half. There's no point in running them at 100% at this stage of the game. It's just a waste of money. So yeah, there we go. Little houses coming up, nice and good. This area should be able to satisfy that demand. Yep, it's ticking down pretty fast. What actually makes money in this game is industry. Industry makes the most money. It's not, you don't really get much from residential. Actually, what we can do is we can go to the budget and see. Actually, yeah, commercial is now making the most money right now. It's good. Wait, did they add a? Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. Oh, wait, okay. I thought they added a second level of Okay, anyways, yeah, so residential or industry. This is coming in quite nicely. They're going to be paying their taxes. Right now, residential is paying the most because they're the only ones set up. It takes a while to get everything set up. And as you can see, our weekly income is rising quite steadily. People are moving in quite nicely. Everything's going pretty well. So this is good. What you're gonna see there. Now we're in the green, and you're gonna want to make a balancing act. Oh, that's an interesting bug. It did just come out yesterday, so I can understand there's just a few bugs. But anyways, so yeah, this is all you're gonna really have to do. You're just it's kind of like you have to be patient. You have to sit back and just watch your city grow, and it's kind of peaceful in a way. You don't have all this hectic traffic except for this when the game starts. It's just it's really peaceful. It's really mellow and slow, and you're just kind of enjoying the pace of the game. And then as your buildings need more power, don't build more power, just slide this up a bit. So I'm going to slide this up to 75. That should be good. Water you can actually keep down for a fair while. As you can see here, we're still all the way in the green, and we only have these on 50%, so you can keep them in 50% for a while anyways. So yeah, now we're in $600, pretty good. Industry's moving in. And what you want to do is don't just be patient. Get when this is halfway, make another development. Commercial, it doesn't really matter. Commercial can kind of be like a quarter of the way. Industry, when it's halfway, make a new little square, and eventually you'll have enough of a stable income that you'll be able to just do whatever you want. So here we go. First little milestone. Gives us taxes and loans. Loans are really important. Late game, you're not going to use loans at all. Early game, you're going to use them a fair amount, but use them wisely. That's the important part. because once you have them, you can't get them back, and it's expensive to pay them back. So as with any services, you have to be a bit, bit cautious, a bit careful. Um, you can put them wherever it doesn't really matter, but you don't want to do it in excess. So put down the basics, which is for the first milestone, anyways, which is health and garbage, because that's what your people are gonna want. They need health and they need garbage. They don't need education. Education isn't necessary to their survival or their happiness. Although it does get them more skilled jobs, they don't need it. So you can hold back on that for a while until your income's more stable and you know you can support it. I think I can support it. We're gonna let it go down. Of course, if you can't, then you can always change it. I don't know what this community school is. I haven't played with that one yet, but we're just gonna do regular school for now. We're gonna stack this. Try not to put them on corners because that means you're gonna have to move them. I learned that lesson the hard way in my very first game. You can put them here, doesn't matter. So there we go. That's pretty good. Looks like we can make a new expansion now. So I think we'll expand a little bit over here, just a little expansion like that. Get some nice residential in there. We can destroy these power lines actually. Like, actually, probably didn't design these power lines too well, but it's whatever. All the way like that, and we can get some little bit of commercial down here. And that'll grow quite nicely. Boom, already popping up. So yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. You just gotta be patient, you just gotta use your money wisely, and you'll have a nice little stable income at the beginning, and grow very slowly. It's exponential growth, as any town or city is. You just gotta, it grows bigger and bigger, and gets faster and faster, and before you know it, you have a burgeoning city, and you don't even know where your time went, even though you started it in the morning, and now it's 12 o'clock at night. So yeah, so that was my quick tutorial. So yeah, Heraldopolis should either be up to this afternoon or tomorrow. Anyways, I will see you all next time, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. It's my first tutorial. Maybe I'll do a few more on games I enjoy. Anyways, I will see you all next time.